I'm not sure about the first wine, but the first really great wine was Chateau Yquem. I've got no idea what year it was, but it was just glorious, and it was extraordinary, and it was sweet, and I'd never tasted anything like it in my life. When I catch a cold and I can't taste anything, I always test whether I can taste by eating a bit of grapefruit. And if I can't taste the grapefruit, I give up and go out and do something else all day, because you can't really do any wine tasting when you've got a blocked nose, when you've got a cold. You just can't taste anything at all. I think the whole point of being a winemaker, a wine producer, is to try to do something that excites you, to try to make a wine that's better than anything you've ever done before. And actually that answers a question of, how can I make something that's really going to give people pleasure? I'm not a winemaker, I'm a wine producer, but I taste wines, I travel all over the world, and all I can tell you, it's a 24/7 job. Some of my favorite winemakers are women. In fact, many of my favorite winemakers are women. And in fact, the team, Jean Dalibert, where we make Le Grand Noir, there are several women involved in that process. To a desert island, I think it would have to be Burgundy, maybe a Volnay or a Vosne Romanée. I can't name the producer or the vintage, but I know it will be a red Burgundy. And for the Last Judgment, champagne. I mean, it's going to be bad, so I need some champagne. Sometimes I think that people who make wine drink less wine than the people who actually buy the wine. I don't know. I love drinking different wines every day. Our wines, obviously, but I love discovering new wines from all over the world. But actually, it's not always drinking; it's tasting. And there are great dinners. We have lots and lots of wine, but there are days where I drink no wine at all. I dream of making a wine that no one's ever had before. I'm playing with ideas in France. We're trying all sorts of different blends, and every year we try new things. And I can imagine doing something in Georgia with some interesting grapes. There are so many experiments we can try, and that's what we were always trying to do with Le Grand Noir, and that's what we're going to go on trying to do. Winemakers don't earn as much as the pleasure they should be giving people actually deserves. That's all I can say to that question. Oh, as a child, I wanted to be a stuntman. I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be all sorts of things. But actually, I think questioning was what it was all about. And Le Grand Noir, from the beginning, has always been about trying to ask ourselves questions and see whether we could answer them.